Hey, Judy, we're looking at Rock Me Babe. Measures 1, 2, and 3, you did great. I just want to kind of reiterate that we're trying to hold those notes a little longer just to make them sustain a little bit. Especially the second fret there on the end of each measure, and that triplet. What's that right? Triplet 1. Well, that's the end of measure 2. So the first finger's held down by the time I hit my second finger, and that stays down by the time I hit the open E at the end of that measure. Okay, so 1 and 2 and 3 and right. They're just holding a little long so you can hear that harmony. Same thing for the next measure. Now we're looking at the end of line 1, measure 1, 2, 3, 4 of line 1. We're going to move up to second position, okay? And we're ignoring the slide here, but that puts us at looking at the fourth fret of the third string and the third fret of the second string. We're playing that with our ring and middle finger on our left hand, okay? And you end up with a pinch like that. So you pinch, and our right hand is still down here playing M, A, M, okay? M, A, M, like that, triplet. Just get the hang of that and make sure that your fingers are comfortable just dropping down on the fourth fret and then middle finger on the third, okay? Second position, because if we played our first finger right now, it would be on the second fret. Speaking of, the next triplet, we're going to pull off on A, and then put it down on E. So it's triplet, triplet. Our right hand is playing with M and I. M, I. And then you're going to pinch. Okay, that's the second triplet. All that up to this point has been with our right hand sticking on A on the second string, M on the third string, I on the fourth string, right? This last little bit, what we're calling the third and fourth beat of that last measure there, it's just going to be 3 and 4 and. Remember, we scratched out that fourth beat E down low. So all you have is 3 and 4 and. So, but in order to play that, our right hand has to jump up and play like it normally would, with an A on the first string and an M on the second string. So you end up with low E, and then okay, actually I should be playing that with my first finger down on my left hand. My left hand should be playing that with my first finger. And our right hand is playing P, M, hammer, A. Okay? Lots of stuff happening in that measure. Treat it as three different things. The first triplet, the next triplet, and then this thing is all by itself. Okay? And just make sure you're paying attention to what's happening in each one of those things before you try and string it together. All right? That should probably be the hardest part of today's lesson. Next line. The next line stays in second position, but our right hand stays up where it just was, with an A finger on the first string, M on the second string, I on the third string, and our thumb has jumped up to the A, open A. You'll notice that with no problem. First thing to notice, though, is that our first finger is going to play the C sharp. Our third finger is going to play the G. Okay, so our middle finger is not doing anything at first, but just looking at these chord shapes, you end up with, I'm going to call it what's happening top to bottom. So in the first chord shape, it's 3, 2, right? I'm going to pinch that, 3, 2. Then it goes 2, 2, which is F sharp and C sharp. When it moves to that, you're going to play that F sharp with your middle finger. And then it goes back to what you just did. So we're ignoring the bass notes. You're going ba, ba, ba. Okay? First pinch is 3 and 2. Then it drops to 2 and 2. Then it goes back up to 3 and 2. Alright? Then it just opens up like that. With the bass notes, it's 1 and 2 and pinch and 4. 1 and 2 and pinch and 4. Okay, it may help to just do the first half. 1 and That feels good. Add the next part. Pinch and 4, and then put it together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I'm going to have you add the first 2 parts of the next measure with this because it's similar. You're going to do 1 and 2 and. The notes are a little different, but we still keep our first finger down on C sharp. But it's still the same program as what we were doing. Putting line 2, measure 1, and the beginning of measure 2 together, so it's actually measure 5 and 6 of the whole song. Like that, okay? I'd practice that all together once you get the hang of it, just those 6 things in a row. The next part, I drew a little line down the middle of this measure to take note of it when I told you this, but then our right hand was up where it's supposed to be. On A is on the first string. Now it jumps back down to where it was, okay? A goes to the second string again, and you have first finger staying here. All these 2s you see are going to be played by your first finger. You're still in second position, okay? Hold on a second.